Hello, my name is Yusuf. For the past few weeks, I've been having a lot of fun playing with the Pixel game engine. Pixel game engine is very easy to use and it is based on a C++. Today, I'm going to show you how you can compile and debug your own game in Visual Studio Code. Let's talk about what you will need. So first, you're going to need to install Xcode, and then you also need to install the Homebrew Utilities. I'm not going to cover these two items because they are pretty easy to follow. So just real quick, Homebrew is actually very easy to install. You can actually just copy this whole line and then paste it in your terminal, and that should do it. Next, you will need to install libpng for the compilation, and that's about it that you need. After that, let's talk about the fun part. So, Pixel Game Engine is released in the official branch in this OneLoneCode Pixel Game Engine GitHub. There is currently right now a contribution branch that you need to download for the Mac version, which is the link that I've copied here. So all you need to do is you need to go to the contribution folder and then go to the macOS support. You can then download this code, which I have downloaded into my computer. Bring up your terminal and change your directory into the game application template. As you can see here, I have the files in my download folder. From here, you can actually make the game and launch it directly from the terminal. All you have to do is type make and execute the output binary. And ta-da! You can see the game playing. I know, it's pretty. Now, if you want to launch the VS Code, you can actually just type code and hit enter. This should bring up the VS Code and change your directory directly into the template game. And you are ready to actually start coding your game. What I want to show you next is that you can actually also debug in VS Code. So all you have to do is actually set up some configuration files for the debug. Click run and debug here and select LLDB. For me, I have to select the Clang++, the second one here. I don't know why, but just go with it. And for the first time, all you need to do is just hit abort, and it should prepare a launch file with a default task for the VS Code to actually launch the debugger. So from here, what you need to do is change these parameters into the ones that you get from the make file. I'm just going to copy and paste the configurations as I have before and then hit save. Then you can actually go back to your main.cpp and launch your debugger again from there. So this will actually rebuild your game and launch the debugger directly from the VS Code. And voila! So you're now in the debug mode. You can actually step over. Yeah, that's basically it. Alright, let's talk about Windows. So Javid has already posted a detailed video on how to compile Pixel Game Engine using Visual Studio 2019. I'm not gonna go into that detail, but what I'm gonna show you today on the tricks on how you can actually run your Pixel Game Engine application and develop and debug using Visual Studio Code. What you're gonna have to do is that you actually need to launch your Visual Studio Code using developer command prompt for Visual Studio 2019. From here, you can launch your Visual Studio Code and open your application. From here, you can actually code and compile and run and so on. But if you want to debug, you will need to actually follow the same steps we did on Mac. However, for this, you select C++ for Windows and UCL exe, and don't worry about the error that you see here. For now, you actually need to go back to the task and modify the arguments slightly. So by default, as you can see here, there's an error that says file system is not a member of std. All you need to do is add standard C++ 17, hit save, go back to your main.cpp, and you can actually hit compile and debug again. This will actually run your game, and as soon as you hit your breakpoint, and the debugger will stop. From here, you can actually do step over, you can step into, and so on. That's it from me. Thank you for watching. Be sure to have fun and see you next time. Bye bye.